Hi folks, it's David from Loch and Cairn, and I'm out here enjoying the beautiful Aberdeenshire countryside. But I thought I would take a couple of minutes out to discuss the wild camping project and how it's going so far. And to recap, the original plan was to do a wild camp per month during the summer period. So that's one in May, June, July, August, September, which is a total of 5 wild camps. And the reason for that was to test new equipment, replace old equipment, and configure our bag packs so that they were lighter, so we could get or travel further into the wilderness. And so far so good. It's now July, so we're kind of halfway through the summer, and we've done 4 wild camps, so we're kind of ahead of schedule, and it's going really well. We've already replaced some of our old equipment. We've got a few lessons that we've learned, and our backpacks are getting lighter and it is getting easier, and we're actually travelling further into the wilderness. So all in all, it's been very, very good. But something else has happened that I didn't really plan for, which probably has been the best part of the project. And well, it's basically because I've set goals, because I've said to myself I must get out and wild camp once every month. It's forced me to commit. Having the goals has forced me to commit, and we're doing more wild camping this summer than we've done in any of the other summers because of this project. So having these goals has forced us to commit to it, and that's been absolutely fantastic. And it's kind of got me thinking about the project and the objectives. So I'd like to keep the original objectives of configuring our equipment, but I want to make it less personal. I actually want to use the project to inspire other people to do the same thing, because I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there, or a lot of people who are watching our videos that do wild camp anyway. You know, there's a whole community of people who are on YouTube who wild camp and are watching each other's videos. But there's people out there who don't wild camp, and that's the people I'd like to connect to. You know, people who are out there who don't wild camp but want to, and I want to try and inspire them to do the same. So that's going to be part of the project now. It's still going to be about my equipment, still going to be about reconfiguring our backpacks, and still going to be about getting deeper into the wilderness. But at the same time, I'd like to try and get across the message that anyone can do it. Because you don't have to be super fit, you don't have to have lots of money, you know, all you have to do is commit to the idea of doing it. So if you say to yourself, for instance, I'm going to do 1 wild camp this month, then that's it. That's all you have to do. It doesn't have to be a major hike. You know, look, the bottom line is, if you want to climb Mount Everest, you don't start with Mount Everest, you work your way up to it. Wild camping is no different. You start with what you can handle and you work your way up. So as an example, you've maybe purchased a tent. Step number 1, you've got yourself your sleeping bag, your sleeping mat, you've got yourself your stove, you know, you're ready to go. All you have to do at that point is say, pick somewhere to go and wild camp and do it. You know, don't go deep into the wilderness on your first trip. Pick somewhere safe, somewhere close, somewhere you don't have to travel far, and just go out there, test your tent, test your sleeping bag, test your stove, you know, and test your bag. That's it. And then you come back from that wild camp and you are more experienced now. And that's how you do it. And then the next time you go out, you increase the distance that you travel with your bag. You know, you learn from each wild camp, and you reconfigure your equipment to complement those lessons that you've learned. And that's pretty much it. That's how you go about it. So from now on, part of my project will be to try and inspire people to do the same. Not to say, oh look, here's my kit, here's my bag, and this is what I do. I'd like to try and get across the message that, look, it's really not that difficult. just commit to the idea, buy something, go out, try it out, and do it. You know, don't test your equipment in your back garden, test your equipment in the woods or in the hills. That's where you need to test it. Take all your kit, put it in a bag, and go and walk with it. That's one of the big parts of wild camping, is actually walking with all your stuff in your back. Try it out, see how it works. That's the only way to become a wild camper, is to actually do it. So that's going to be the objective now. So, July, I'm hoping to get in another 3 wild camps at least. And we still want to be configuring our backpacks. We still want to be testing new equipment. But at the same time, now would like to inspire people to do the same. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.